Ibrahim! I love her so much. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Spy Family episode 31, the Fearsome Luxury Cruise Ship. I just finished watching an episode of Jujutsu Kaisen and it just left me all like down on myself, so I'm happy to be watching Spy Family, which is more upbeat, especially with the new arc that's starting with Yor, us having met the shopkeeper, giving Yor this protection detail for the widow of and the son of this mafia dude. She's supposed to be protecting them on this cruise. Lloyd and Anya also are on that cruise after Anya won this game that she telepathically figured out whatever. Either way, they're all on the ship, and this person had bugged everywhere, had bugged the ship, and the conversation between Yor and the woman, what was her name? She's calling herself right now Shati Gray. The conversation between them is what revealed who she was, and now this person knows where the room that she's staying in and everything. So that's what happened in this episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider support on Patreon at patreon.com/feelme. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. People, I'm loving this. I am so loving this, man. I'm so glad that we're doing something like worthwhile. No, why do I keep hopping on this? But either way, the fact that we are embarking on this new adventure, I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy with it. I asked myself last episode when they showed us the person that bugged the cruise and everything. I asked myself if this guy was working, if he's gonna attack by himself or if he's gonna be sharing this information with other assassins or something or other like that. And they answered that this episode, he is basically gathering information and sharing it with all the assassins that were there to kill the woman and the child. And the first person that the notice was after the director is the one that noticed it, and he just took care of him. He was just breaking his bones off one by one, and he asked him, okay, how many other assassins were there? The guy didn't know, and he just killed him and just dumped him overboard. Meanwhile, Yor was there, in the room with the woman and the child, and she's thinking, okay, they're probably not gonna attack until tomorrow or something or other like that. And then you hear the knock on the door, and he's like, director? But then she looked to the peephole, and it's like, oh, it's just room service. And the woman's like, I didn't order anything. And yeah, the guy just started shooting. Yor pushed the woman and the child over the bed. They started crying, and then she just threw her stingers, whatever, through the wall into the guy's head, into the wall. And the director was coming there. He asked the man that was playing the husband's part and whatnot, asked him if he was in contact with anybody. He wanted to know how these people knew the room that they were in and everything. And he said that he just called his parents some days ago or something like that, but he didn't reveal anything. And I'm like, that was not the dude's fault. It was not the dude's fault. The guy just bugged everywhere, and that's how he knew. Well, I probably, he probably wouldn't have known anything had Yor and the woman gone outside and were talking about, everything. But yeah, so they have to move rooms, and they said they were gonna go to the second class, right? And I'm like, okay, I don't quite remember, but I'm asking myself, is you Lloyd and are Lloyd and Anya, are they second class or third class? Like, what class were they? But either way, they were making their way. After they took care of that two assassins already, the other assassins just sort of like had a reunion, and they were like, okay, clearly we need to work together to kill the woman and the child. And then there was the one dude that was like, well, why don't we just kill every woman that has a child on this boat and whatnot? And the others just killed him. We don't need someone just like a regular run-of-the-mill murderer that's just gonna raise all kinds of commotions and make things difficult for us. They just killed him, and then that was it. And then they decided to work together. And as Yor and the family, as they were walking through the ship, she could feel someone was following them, and she was telling them, okay, you guys need to do everything that I'm telling you to do, that he's gonna try to lose the tail. They got into the ballroom. There was a mask ball going on. They got in there, and then she could feel the bloodlust. She just took a button out of the man's shirt, suit, whatever, and she just threw the thing at one of the assassins and just like killed him. And then the other was like, okay, we know that the black hair woman is probably the one with Garden, so just like attack the blonde woman from behind or something. And Yor and them, they were walking past them, and then the guy was like about to attack the woman, and she just like grabbed onto his hand. Oh, do you want to dance with me? I want to tell you that I'm married and whatnot. She was just like up to the chair, and what did she do to him? Oh, chop. And then the guy was like on the. Did she kill him? I feel like that she probably. Did she kill him or just, I don't know. Either way, the guy was knocked out. And yeah, I think that they got out of there, and then they went to Lloyd and they wanted this skeleton looking keychains or whatnot. And Lloyd was like, you don't need it, so I'm not gonna buy it for you then. And he was like, I want it. And she just heard the thought of the sickle and something Barnaby, and she's like, ooh, sickle and a Barnaby, who's that? I love the fact that I predicted what she was gonna say. And she's like, who's that? And she hears what Barnaby wants to do. She sees Yor coming, so she knows that Barnaby is after Mama. And she was like, oh, Papa is here. I can't let Papa see that Mommy is fighting and commotions and whatnot, or they're gonna get a divorce. I love the way their imaginations just sort of like takes control and goes to sort of such an extreme. Like, just because Papa sees Mama fighting, that doesn't mean they're gonna get a divorce. But that's where her mind went. And then you have Lloyd over there, like, debating whether to buy this keychain. And then she was just going on this tangent about how Anya has this darkness inside of her. Oh my goodness. And Anya was like, okay, I need to keep Papa from like seeing Mama and all that fighting. And then she's just like, Papa, you don't get it. Like, as basically as a father, you should be showing excitement and whatnot, and that's those kind of things that pushes you to buy stuff and whatnot. And she just basically manipulating Lloyd into buying these shirts that this woman was selling in the shop and everything. And oh my gosh, Lloyd is like, oh no, man, all these him taking the role of father or whatever seriously. He has to make Anya's has to educate. Oh no, man, he's it was like the woman that was the handler probably foresaw all these things happening, so I have to do everything to make her. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lloyd, you are so like. He did notice the surveillance, the bugs all over the ship. He noticed it, but in his mind, he's thinking it's probably secret police because there are many influential people on the cruise, so they're probably trying to keep tabs on the secret police, trying to keep tabs on them or whatnot. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Well, I can't say no because I don't know if the secret police also has wiretaps on the boat, but I'm just thinking about the dude that's selling them information, selling the assassins information. But Lloyd did also notice shady people also on the boat, so sooner or later he's gonna be involved in this as well. I just don't know how. Well, they're probably gonna find a way to make him involved without him knowing that Yord is an assassin working on this detail and whatnot. So yeah, and Anya was able to keep Lloyd occupied, and he's like, okay. Now I need to help Mama, and then this sickle person just sort of like walked past them, and then the second just took out his sickle, taking it with like. Yod was awesome again, but then she's like, wait a second. I didn't notice this guy's bloodlust until the very last second, so this guy must be really tough. Because the other people that she got rid of, he could smell the bloodlust a mile away. Like she could feel it a mile away, but this dude was like, he suppressed it until the very last second. So he's like, oh, this guy has to be pretty tough. So I'm looking forward to the fight between them two, and if Lord is gonna get involved. I'm loving this. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/Philomena, and you can also see the full link for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye. So many choices falling on me. Could it be my destiny to be shaman king? To be shaman